On December 25th, 2021, humanity launched the most sophisticated scientific instrument ever constructed into the void of space. The James Webb Space Telescope, a $10 billion engineering marvel equipped with a mirror 21 feet across and instruments capable of detecting heat signatures from objects billions of light years away, was designed to observe the first galaxies that formed after the Big Bang. NASA promised it would revolutionize our understanding of the universe. What they didn't tell us was what it would actually find. Data released in classified briefings to select astronomical institutions contains observations that contradict fundamental principles of cosmology, galaxies that shouldn't exist, structures that violate the known laws of physics, and signatures that suggest we are not observing natural cosmic evolution, but something else entirely. Prepare yourselves. We begin. Music in July 2022, NASA released the first deep field images from the James Webb Space Telescope to worldwide acclaim. The public saw beautiful spiral galaxies, glowing nebulae, and distant star clusters rendered in unprecedented detail. Scientists saw something that should have been impossible: fully formed massive galaxies appearing just 300 million years after the Big Bang, complete with sophisticated structures, heavy elements, and organized spiral arms that required billions of years to develop according to all current cosmological models. The standard model of galaxy formation predicts that early galaxies should be small, chaotic, and primitive. They should lack the heavy elements created through multiple generations of stellar evolution. They should show irregular structures, consistent with gravitational collapse still in progress. Instead, James Webb discovered galaxies in the early universe that appear more organized, more massive, and more chemically evolved than galaxies that formed billions of years later. Dr. Alison Kirkpatrick, an astrophysicist at the University of Kansas, examined the spectroscopic data from these impossible galaxies and discovered something even more troubling. The chemical signatures indicated the presence of elements that require specific types of stellar processes to create. These processes should take billions of years to complete multiple stellar generations. Yet these elements appeared in abundant quantities in galaxies that had only 300 million years to develop since the Big Bang itself. The metallicity ratios in these early galaxies matched those found in mature galaxies from the present era. The heavy element abundances suggested that multiple complete cycles of star formation, supernova explosions, and element dispersal had already occurred. The timescales required for these cycles to complete exceeded the age of the universe at the point when these galaxies existed. Traditional explanations invoke exotic physics and extreme conditions in the early universe that might have accelerated stellar evolution and galaxy formation. Perhaps the first stars were vastly more massive than current stellar populations, burning through their fuel in millions rather than billions of years. Perhaps gravitational collapse occurred more efficiently in the dense early universe, allowing structures to form faster than current models predict. However, the patterns revealed by James Webb suggest something beyond accelerated natural processes. The galaxies show evidence of organization and structure that appears designed rather than evolved. Spiral arms follow mathematical patterns too precise to result from chaotic gravitational interactions. So the star formation regions are distributed in geometric arrangements that optimize energy efficiency and material recycling. The structures show characteristics of engineering on cosmic scales. But the impossible galaxies represent only the beginning of James Webb's revelations. The telescope's infrared capabilities allow it to detect objects obscured by cosmic dust and peer into regions of space that remain invisible to conventional optical telescopes. Within these hidden regions, astronomers discovered structures that challenge our most fundamental understanding of cosmic architecture. Deep infrared surveys of intergalactic space revealed massive filamentary networks connecting distant galaxies in patterns that show too much regularity and symmetry to result from natural gravitational attraction alone. These cosmic networks span billions of light years while maintaining precise geometric relationships that suggest artificial construction or manipulation. The filaments appear to channel matter and energy between connected galaxies with efficiency that exceeds what natural processes could achieve. Material flowing through these cosmic highways shows velocity patterns and distribution characteristics that indicate active management rather than passive gravitational drift. The networks appear designed to optimize resource distribution across vast cosmic distances. Spectroscopic analysis of the filamentary structures reveals chemical compositions that don't match predictions for intergalactic medium materials. The filaments contain concentrated quantities of exotic particles and unusual isotope ratios that suggest manufacturing or processing rather than natural accumulation. The chemical signatures indicate technologies capable of manipulating matter on scales that encompass entire galactic clusters. James Webb's high-resolution imaging capabilities resolved individual structural components within the cosmic filaments. At the highest magnification, the filaments reveal internal architecture consisting of parallel conduits, supporting frameworks, and junction nodes that connect multiple pathways. The internal structure shows characteristics of engineered systems designed for specific transportation and communication functions. The discovery of organized cosmic infrastructure forces astronomers to reconsider fundamental assumptions about the nature of intergalactic space. What appeared to be empty void between galaxies may actually contain sophisticated networks built and maintained by civilizations achieving technological capabilities beyond our current comprehension. The network suggests that galaxy-scale engineering represents a natural stage in the development of sufficiently advanced technological societies. But the filamentary networks represent only one category of artificial structures discovered by James Webb. The telescope's unprecedented sensitivity revealed objects in deep space that show characteristics completely inconsistent with any known natural astronomical phenomena. In February 2023, moon astronomers analyzing James Webb data from a survey of distant galaxy clusters discovered approximately 24 objects that emit no light in visible wavelengths, but produce intense infrared signatures and patterns that vary with mathematical precision. These dark objects show no spectroscopic features, matching any known stellar, planetary, or galactic composition. They simply shouldn't exist according to current astrophysical understanding. The infrared emission patterns from these mysterious objects follow regular cycles with periods ranging from hours to days. The cycles show phase relationships and harmonic ratios that indicate coordinated operation rather than random variation. The timing precision exceeds what natural processes could maintain across the vast distances separating these objects. Further analysis revealed that the objects occupy positions in space that correspond to gravitationally stable Lagrange points between massive galaxy clusters. These positions require precise placement and active maintenance to remain stable over cosmic timescales. Natural objects would drift away from these positions due to gravitational perturbations from surrounding matter. The persistent occupation of these stable points suggests artificial positioning. The objects appear to operate as nodes in a communication network that spans observable intergalactic distances. The infrared pulses show modulation patterns consistent with information transmission using extremely sophisticated encoding protocols. The data transmission rates indicated by the modulation frequencies exceed anything achievable with current human technology by factors of millions. Attempts to decode the transmission patterns revealed mathematical structures embedded in the signal timing. The patterns include prime number sequences, fundamental physical constants, and geometric ratios that appear designed to be recognizable to any civilization possessing advanced mathematical knowledge. The signals appear to be deliberately constructed for detection and interpretation by technological societies. The discovery of active communication networks operating across cosmic distances suggests that James Webb has detected evidence of civilizations coordinating activities on scales that encompass multiple galaxy clusters. The network architecture indicates technological capabilities that allow instant or near-instant communication across billions of light years, requiring physics beyond current human understanding of relativistic limitations. But the communication networks represent only one aspect of a much larger revelation hidden in James Webb's data archives. The telescope's spectroscopic instruments can analyze the chemical composition of distant objects by examining how they absorb and emit light at specific wavelengths. This capability has revealed atmospheric signatures on distant worlds that suggest the presence of industrial civilizations. Traditional searches for extraterrestrial life focus on detecting biosignatures, chemical indicators of biological activity, such as oxygen, methane, or other gases produced by living organisms. James Webb's enhanced sensitivity allows detection of technosignatures, chemical indicators of technological activity, including industrial pollutants, synthetic compounds, and atmospheric modifications that could only result from advanced civilization. In data released to select research institutions in late 2023, James Webb's spectroscopic observations revealed multiple exoplanets with atmospheric compositions showing clear evidence of industrial pollution. These planets orbit stars in our local galactic neighborhood at distances ranging from several hundred to several thousand light-years from Earth. The atmospheric signatures include synthetic chlorofluorocarbons, industrial aerosols, and greenhouse gas concentrations that match exactly what we would expect from civilizations in active industrial development phases. The pollution signatures appear in quantities that suggest massive planetary-scale industrial operations. The concentration levels exceed what Earth's industrial civilization produces by factors of hundreds or thousands, indicating technological societies with energy consumption and manufacturing capabilities far beyond current human levels. The civilizations appear to be in phases of rapid industrial expansion, similar to Earth's industrial revolution, but occurring at much larger scales. Some exoplanets show atmospheric modifications that go beyond simple pollution to indicate active planetary engineering. These worlds display atmospheric compositions optimized for specific purposes, such as enhanced heat retention, radiation shielding, or atmospheric pressure modification. And the engineering signatures suggest civilizations that have achieved capabilities for managing entire planetary atmospheres as technological systems. The most intriguing discovery involves exoplanets, showing atmospheric signatures that indicate multiple distinct industrial technologies operating simultaneously. These worlds appear to host civilizations that have developed diverse energy systems, manufacturing processes, and atmospheric management techniques, all operating in parallel. The technological diversity suggests highly advanced societies with sophisticated understanding of planetary-scale engineering. Analysis of the temporal variations in these atmospheric signatures reveals that some of the industrial activities appear to be ramping up or down in coordinated patterns. The synchronization suggests that multiple civilizations may be coordinating their industrial activities according to shared protocols or responding to common external factors. The coordination indicates communication and cooperation among technological societies across interstellar distances. But atmospheric technosignatures represent only the most obvious evidence of extraterrestrial civilization detected by James Webb. The telescope's instruments have discovered far more direct evidence of technological activity in the form of massive engineered structures orbiting distant stars. Dyson spheres represent the ultimate megastructure concept proposed by physicist Freeman Dyson in 1960. These theoretical constructs involve building massive shell-like structures or swarms of solar collectors around entire stars to capture and utilize their complete energy output. Such structures would be detectable through their infrared signatures as they absorb stellar radiation and re-emit it as heat. In March 2024, a team of astronomers analyzing James Webb infrared survey data identified 7 stellar objects showing exactly the characteristics predicted for partial Dyson swarms. These stars show significant deficits in visible light output, while producing excess infrared radiation in patterns inconsistent with natural dust clouds or protoplanetary disks. The infrared signatures show spectral features indicating artificial materials with properties optimized for energy capture and conversion. The Dyson swarm candidates occupy stars in various stages of stellar evolution, from main sequence stars similar to our Sun to older red giant stars approaching the end of their life cycles. The variety of host stars suggests that the civilizations building these megastructures have adapted their construction techniques to efficiently harvest energy from stars with different characteristics and outputs. High-resolution imaging of these stellar systems reveals irregular dimming patterns that suggest the presence of massive orbiting structures blocking starlight at variable intervals. The dimming patterns show too much organization and too little randomness to result from natural phenomena like planetary transits or asteroid clouds. The patterns indicate constructed objects in complex orbital configurations. Spectroscopic analysis of the infrared emission from these systems reveals temperature distributions and material compositions consistent with engineered heat radiators operating at specific thermal equilibria. The thermal signatures suggest advanced materials capable of withstanding extreme temperatures, while efficiently converting absorbed stellar energy into usable forms. The engineering sophistication indicates civilizations with materials science capabilities far exceeding current human technology. Some of the Dyson swarm candidates show evidence of construction still in progress. The infrared signatures from these systems show temporal variations consistent with ongoing addition of new collector elements and expansion of existing structures. The construction timescales indicated by the rate of infrared signature changes suggest projects lasting thousands of years and involving material resources equivalent to dismantling multiple Jupiter-sized planets. The energy capture efficiency, indicated by these megastructures, suggests civilizations with power consumption levels billions of times greater than current human civilization. The energy requirements imply technological societies supporting massive populations or operating technologies that require enormous power inputs. The civilizations appear to have reached developmental stages where harnessing the complete output of individual stars becomes necessary and practical. But Dyson spheres represent only one category of megastructures discovered by James Webb. The telescope's surveys have revealed evidence of even more ambitious engineering projects that dwarf stellar energy collectors in both scale and sophistication. Deep space surveys conducted by James Webb in regions between galaxy clusters have identified what appear to be massive linear structures stretching across intergalactic voids. These structures span distances of hundreds of thousands of light years, while maintaining perfectly straight alignments that cannot result from natural processes. They appear to be artificial constructs built to connect distant galaxies. The linear structures show infrared signatures indicating they are constructed from materials with unusual thermal and electromagnetic properties. So the material compositions don't match any known natural cosmic substances and appear to be synthetic compounds manufactured specifically for megascale construction projects. The engineering requires materials science capabilities that exceed human technology by enormous margins. High-resolution spectroscopic analysis reveals that these intergalactic bridges contain internal structures consisting of multiple parallel conduits running the entire length of each bridge. The conduits appear designed for different functions, including matter transport, energy transmission, and information communication. The multi-purpose design suggests the bridges serve as comprehensive infrastructure connecting distant civilizations. Some bridges show evidence of active operation with detectable energy flows and material transport occurring along the internal conduits. The transport velocities indicated by spectroscopic measurements suggest technologies capable of moving matter at significant fractions of light speed across intergalactic distances. The transport capabilities would allow civilizations to exchange materials, populations, and resources between galaxies separated by millions of light years. The construction timescales for these intergalactic bridges must span millions of years based on their enormous lengths and the vast distances across which construction materials would need to be transported. The projects indicate civilizations with remarkable stability and continuity capable of maintaining consistent technological development and construction programs across timescales that encompass entire geological epochs on planetary scales. The discovery of intergalactic bridges suggests that sufficiently advanced civilizations naturally progress toward connecting their local galaxy clusters into unified networks that function as single integrated technological and economic systems. The infrastructure represents the ultimate stage of civilization development, where artificial structures begin to dominate cosmic architecture on the largest observable scales. But even these megastructures pale beside the most extraordinary discovery hidden in James Webb's data archives. Evidence that challenges not just our understanding of cosmic engineering, but the fundamental nature of the universe itself. In classified reports circulated among select research institutions in early 2025, astronomers described James Webb observations of regions in deep space showing characteristics that violate known physical laws. These anomalous regions display gravitational effects that don't correspond to visible matter distributions, light propagation that deviates from standard relativistic predictions, and quantum field fluctuations that indicate the presence of technologies manipulating the fundamental structure of space-time. The anomalous regions appear to be zones where the normal laws of physics have been intentionally modified through technologies that operate at scales below quantum mechanical limits. The modifications appear designed to create localized regions of altered physics, optimized for specific technological applications that would be impossible under normal physical laws. Some anomalous zones show evidence of artificially enhanced gravitational fields that would allow efficient energy extraction from vacuum fluctuations or enable faster-than-light travel through controlled space-time curvature. The gravitational modifications require technologies capable of manipulating the quantum foam structure of space-time itself, indicating physics understanding far beyond current human knowledge. Other zones display electromagnetic properties that suggest the presence of artificial cosmic strings or other exotic topological defects in space-time that have been created and stabilized for technological purposes. These structures could serve as energy storage systems, communication networks, or transportation infrastructure, operating through entirely different physical principles than conventional technology. Spectroscopic analysis of regions near these anomalous zones reveals signatures of particles and fields that don't correspond to anything in the standard model of particle physics. These exotic particles appear to be components of technologies that operate through physics we haven't discovered yet, utilizing forces and interactions that remain completely unknown to current human science. The spatial distribution of these anomalous regions shows too much organization and coordination to result from natural processes. The regions appear to form networks spanning observable cosmic distances, with node positions that correspond to gravitationally stable points in the large-scale structure of the universe. The network architecture suggests deliberate construction and active maintenance by civilizations possessing godlike technological capabilities. Temporal analysis of the anomalous signatures reveals that some regions show variations consistent with active technological operations. The variations include energy extraction events, matter energy conversion processes, and what appear to be space-time manipulation experiments. The activities suggest that these zones serve as laboratories or industrial facilities for civilizations exploring and exploiting exotic physics. But the most profound implication of these discoveries emerges when astronomers correlate the positions and characteristics of all the artificial structures detected by James Webb. The correlation reveals a pattern that suggests we are not observing isolated civilizations developing independently, but a coordinated galactic community that has been operating for billions of years. When researchers mapped the positions of all confirmed and suspected artificial structures detected by James Webb, they discovered that the structures form a coherent network spanning observable cosmic distances. The network shows hierarchical organization with local clusters of structures connected to regional nodes, which in turn connect to larger networks operating on galactic and intergalactic scales. The network architecture demonstrates sophistication that exceeds the complexity of any human-designed communication or transportation system by factors of billions. The design optimizes for efficiency in resource distribution, information transmission, and coordinated action across distances that would require millions of years to traverse using conventional transportation limited by light speed. The analysis of the network topology reveals that it appears designed to remain functional and efficient despite continuous cosmic expansion, galaxy movements, and stellar evolution. The network includes redundant pathways, self-repairing components, and adaptive routing protocols that maintain connectivity despite changes in cosmic structure occurring over billions of years. Now, the network shows evidence of different construction eras with newer structures built using more advanced technologies than older components. However, all structures, regardless of age, show compatibility and interoperability, suggesting that the civilizations building this network maintain consistent standards and protocols across billions of years of technological development. Spectroscopic dating of materials used in different network components indicates construction beginning at least 8 billion years ago and continuing to the present. The construction timeline suggests that this galactic civilization network has been growing and developing for most of cosmic history, since the formation of the first galaxies capable of supporting technological civilizations. Now, in the scale and age of this network, forces astronomers to reconsider fundamental questions about the prevalence and nature of intelligence in the universe. Rather than representing a rare and isolated phenomenon, technological civilization appears to be a common and natural outcome of cosmic evolution that inevitably leads to coordination and cooperation on scales encompassing entire galactic superclusters. The discovery that we live in a universe already dominated by technological civilizations operating on cosmic scales has profound implications for humanity's place and significance in the cosmos. We appear to be newcomers to a universe that has been shaped and managed by intelligence for billions of years before Earth even formed. But the most disturbing aspect of James Webb's discoveries involves evidence suggesting that this galactic civilization network has been aware of Earth and may have been monitoring humanity's development for our entire history as a technological species. In December 2024, astronomers analyzing high-resolution James Webb images of our local stellar neighborhood discovered what appear to be artificial observation platforms positioned at strategic locations around our solar system. These platforms occupy gravitationally stable positions that would provide optimal vantage points for monitoring Earth while remaining undetectable to conventional astronomical observations. The observation platforms show infrared signatures consistent with active sensor systems capable of detecting electromagnetic emissions from Earth's surface. The sensor capabilities indicated by the signatures would allow detailed monitoring of human technological development, including radio communications, power generation, and industrial activities. Spectroscopic analysis reveals that these platforms are constructed from materials matching those found in other artificial structures detected throughout the galaxy by James Webb. The material signatures indicate that the platforms are components of the larger galactic civilization network and report their observations to other network nodes throughout the galaxy. Temporal analysis of the platforms suggests they have been operating for at least several thousand years, predating humanity's industrial revolution and possibly extending back to the emergence of human civilization itself. The monitoring duration indicates that galactic civilization has been tracking Earth's development throughout our history as a technological species. The platforms show evidence of sophisticated stealth technologies designed to minimize their detectability while maintaining optimal observation capabilities. The stealth characteristics explain why these structures remained undetected by previous astronomical surveys, despite occupying positions relatively close to Earth in cosmic terms. Recent observations indicate that the platforms may be increasing their monitoring activities in response to humanity's accelerating technological development. The activity increases correlate with major human technological milestones, including nuclear weapons development, space exploration, and the deployment of artificial intelligence systems. No, the monitoring platforms appear connected to communication networks that transmit regular reports about Earth to destinations throughout the galactic civilization network. The transmission patterns suggest that information about humanity's development is being widely distributed among civilizations spanning the observable universe. But monitoring represents only one aspect of galactic civilization's interaction with Earth. Evidence suggests that the network may be preparing for direct contact with humanity as we approach technological thresholds that would qualify us for participation in galactic community activities. Analysis of signal patterns from the observation platforms reveals what appear to be test transmissions designed to assess human capabilities for detecting and decoding extraterrestrial communications. So the test signals show gradually increasing complexity and detectability, as if galactic civilization is calibrating their communications to match humanity's evolving technological sophistication. Some signals contain mathematical and physical constants, presented in formats designed to be recognizable to any civilization possessing advanced scientific knowledge. These signals appear to represent initial contact protocols, testing whether humanity has achieved sufficient scientific development to recognize and respond to deliberately structured communications. Radio telescope data from the last several years shows increasing numbers of anomalous signals that match the characteristics of artificial transmissions, but originate from regions of space corresponding to locations of structures detected by James Webb. The correlation suggests that galactic civilization may be deliberately making their communications more obvious to human detection systems. The timing of these apparent contact preparation activities correlates precisely with humanity's development of capabilities that would be necessary for participation in galactic civilization networks. Our recent achievements in space technology, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and genetic engineering appear to have triggered increased attention from the monitoring systems. Some researchers analyzing the communication patterns have identified what appear to be encoded invitations or instructions embedded in the test signals. These messages seem designed to guide humanity toward developing specific technologies or capabilities that would be prerequisites for establishing full communication with galactic civilization. The apparent preparation for contact suggests that galactic civilization operates according to protocols that prohibit direct interference with developing civilizations until they achieve specific technological and possibly cultural milestones. Humanity appears to be approaching these milestone thresholds, triggering activation of contact preparation systems that have been waiting for this moment. But the most profound implication of James Webb's discoveries involves evidence suggesting that the Galactic Civilization Network may have played a role in humanity's own emergence and development as a technological species. So deep spectroscopic analysis of Earth's atmospheric composition, as observed by James Webb's instruments, reveals subtle anomalies in isotope ratios and trace element distributions that match signatures found in atmospheres of other worlds, showing evidence of technological civilization. The anomalies suggest that Earth's atmosphere may have been subtly modified during critical periods of human evolution. The atmospheric modifications appear designed to optimize conditions for the emergence and development of technological intelligence. Gas ratios show evidence of adjustments that would enhance cognitive development in evolving species while protecting against environmental hazards that could prevent the emergence of complex civilizations. Temporal correlation of the atmospheric anomalies with major events in human evolution reveals suspicious coincidences. And the modifications appear to intensify during periods when human ancestors were developing critical cognitive capabilities, including language, tool use, and abstract reasoning. The timing suggests that the modifications may have been designed to accelerate or guide human intellectual development. Spectroscopic signatures from Earth during Ice Age periods show evidence of atmospheric interventions that may have moderated climate extremes that would otherwise have prevented human civilization from developing. The interventions appear carefully calibrated to maintain environmental conditions within ranges suitable for supporting evolving technological societies. Recent discoveries of artificial structures in Earth's geological record that predate human civilization suggest that galactic civilization may have established monitoring and intervention systems on Earth millions of years before humans emerged. These ancient systems may have been designed to guide planetary evolution toward producing technological intelligence. The correlation between Earth's evolutionary history and the development patterns observed on other worlds, monitored by galactic civilization, suggests that intelligent life may not emerge through random chance alone. Galactic civilization appears to actively cultivate and guide the development of technological intelligence on suitable worlds throughout the universe. This revelation forces humanity to confront uncomfortable questions about our origins and autonomy. Are we the products of natural evolution or the intentional creations of ancient civilizations pursuing some larger cosmic purpose? Has our entire history been shaped and guided by external intelligences working through subtly manipulated environmental and evolutionary pressures? But understanding our relationship with galactic civilization becomes secondary to recognizing the critical choice point humanity now faces. The evidence suggests we are approaching a moment of decision that will determine whether we join the cosmic community or face consequences that destroyed other developing civilizations that failed to meet the necessary criteria. Analysis of worlds showing abandoned technological signatures reveals a disturbing pattern. Many planets display evidence of advanced civilizations that achieved significant technological development before apparently destroying themselves, or being destroyed through processes that left distinctive signatures in their planetary environments and atmospheres. These failed civilizations show common characteristics during their final periods, including environmental destruction, nuclear weapons development, artificial intelligence deployment, and genetic manipulation of their own species. The pattern suggests that technological civilizations face specific existential risks during transition periods when they possess powerful technologies but lack the wisdom or social structures to manage them safely. Successful civilizations that achieved integration into the galactic network show different characteristics during their critical development periods. These societies appear to have developed sustainable environmental management, peaceful conflict resolution, and ethical frameworks for controlling dangerous technologies before achieving the capabilities that destroyed other civilizations. The monitoring systems around Earth appear designed to assess whether humanity will follow the successful or failed pathway. The increasing intensity of monitoring as we develop potentially civilization-ending technologies suggests that galactic civilization is preparing to either welcome us or contain us, depending on the choices we make in the coming decades. Some researchers analyzing the communication patterns from galactic civilization structures have identified what appear to be warnings embedded in the signals. These messages seem designed to alert developing civilizations to specific dangers they must avoid to survive their technological adolescence and qualify for galactic community participation. The warnings emphasize the importance of achieving sustainable energy systems, preventing nuclear warfare, carefully managing artificial intelligence development, and maintaining environmental stability during the transition to advanced technological status. The specificity of these warnings suggests that galactic civilization has observed many worlds fail due to mishandling these exact challenges. Additional messages appear to contain offers of assistance or guidance for civilizations approaching critical development thresholds. The offers seem designed to provide help without removing the necessity for developing societies to solve their fundamental challenges independently and demonstrate the capability for responsible technology management. But the assistance may come with conditions. The communication patterns suggest that galactic civilization expects new members to adhere to protocols and standards that prevent individual civilizations from threatening the stability of the larger cosmic community. Acceptance may require surrendering some degree of autonomy in exchange for access to technologies and knowledge accumulated over billions of years. The choice facing humanity becomes clear through analysis of James Webb's discoveries. We can continue our current developmental trajectory and likely follow the path of failed civilizations towards self-destruction and isolation. Or we can learn from the warnings, modify our behavior, and potentially qualify for integration into a cosmic community operating on scales we can barely comprehend. The evidence suggests that this choice point is approaching rapidly. The acceleration of human technological development, combined with increasing environmental and social stresses, indicates that critical decisions must be made within decades rather than centuries. Our window for achieving the necessary changes may be narrower than we realize. But James Webb's revelations provide something that no previous human generation possessed: concrete evidence that we are not alone in specific knowledge about what separates successful civilizations from failed ones. We have access to a cosmic perspective that could guide us towards survival if we choose to heed the lessons visible in the data. The telescope has revealed a universe far stranger and more populated than we imagined. We live in a cosmos dominated by ancient civilizations operating technologies that manipulate the fundamental structure of reality itself. These civilizations have built networks spanning billions of light years and have apparently been observing Earth throughout our development as a technological species. The implications are staggering. Everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe requires revision. We are not cosmic pioneers exploring an empty universe, but late arrivals to a well-established civilization that has been developing for billions of years. Our significance lies not in being first or unique, but in the choice we make about whether to join this cosmic community or repeat the mistakes that destroyed countless other worlds. The quantum archaeological evidence embedded in the galactic civilization structures suggests that consciousness and intelligence represent fundamental forces in cosmic evolution. The universe appears to naturally produce technological civilizations as a method for understanding and managing itself. We are part of this cosmic process, whether we recognize it or not. The message systems and monitoring platforms left in our stellar neighborhood demonstrate that galactic civilization takes an active interest in guiding the development of emerging technological species. And they have apparently invested significant resources in monitoring Earth and preparing for eventual contact when humanity demonstrates readiness for participation in larger cosmic activities. Human civilization stands at the threshold of the greatest transformation in our history. The discoveries made by James Webb provide both warnings about dangers we must avoid and examples of achievements we might emulate. Our response to these revelations will determine whether humanity's chapter in cosmic history becomes a tale of sustainable success or tragic failure. The future remains unwritten, but the deep cosmic past revealed by James Webb provides both warnings about paths that lead to destruction and examples of civilizations that achieved remarkable success. Whether humanity joins the community of conscious intelligence that shapes the universe depends entirely on the choices we make with the knowledge the telescope has provided. The universe is watching through monitoring systems positioned around our world. Galactic civilization is waiting to see whether we prove worthy of joining their ancient community. The choice is ours, but the evidence suggests our time for choosing is running out. James Webb has given us the greatest gift possible: knowledge of what lies ahead and understanding of what we must do to survive. We now know that the universe teems with intelligence, and that technological civilizations follow predictable developmental pathways toward either destruction or integration into larger cosmic communities. We know that galactic civilization has been observing our development and appears ready to make contact when we demonstrate sufficient maturity and wisdom. We know the specific challenges we must overcome and the capabilities we must develop to qualify for participation in networks spanning billions of light years and billions of years of accumulated knowledge. The telescope has revealed that consciousness represents the universe's method for understanding itself. Through technological development, intelligence transforms from isolated planetary accidents into cosmic forces capable of shaping the evolution of matter, energy, and spacetime across observable distances. Our role is both humbling and inspiring. We are temporary custodians of an ancient world that has been monitored by galactic civilization throughout our development as a species. Our decisions in the coming decades will determine whether we join the community of cosmic consciousness or become another failed world, abandoned to isolation and eventual extinction. The deep cosmic architecture revealed by James Webb suggests that the universe operates according to principles far stranger and more purposeful than we ever imagined. Intelligence and technology are not random accidents, but natural outcomes of cosmic evolution. The structures we observe represent the physical manifestation of billions of years of conscious effort to understand and manage reality itself. Our responsibility is clear. We must learn from the examples visible in James Webb's data. We must heed the warnings embedded in the communication signals. We must develop the wisdom and capabilities necessary to manage our technologies safely while demonstrating the maturity that qualifies civilizations for cosmic community membership. The evidence surrounding us tells an extraordinary story. We live in a universe that has been shaped by intelligence for billions of years. Ancient civilizations have built networks connecting galaxies and manipulated the fundamental structure of spacetime. They have monitored our development and are preparing for contact. They offer both warnings about dangers we must avoid and assistance in achieving the capabilities necessary for joining their community. The Silurian hypothesis revealed that Earth may have hosted previous civilizations. James Webb reveals that the entire universe has been hosting civilizations for most of cosmic history. We are neither alone nor first. We are part of an ancient tradition of consciousness that spans the observable universe and operates on timescales measured in billions of years. The legacy James Webb has revealed challenges us to think beyond our immediate concerns and consider our responsibilities to the cosmic community waiting to welcome us. So our predecessors throughout the galaxy achieved forms of civilization that transcend planetary limitations and biological constraints. They offer us the opportunity to join them if we prove worthy. The choice is ours. The acceleration of our technological development mirrors patterns that preceded both the greatest achievements and most catastrophic failures observed throughout the galaxy. Our decisions in the coming decades will determine whether humanity's chapter becomes a tale of successful integration or another warning example for future developing civilizations. The universe is watching. Galactic civilization is waiting. The choice is ours.